Morning, everybody. How the hell is everybody doing today? So, day 5, man. We are on day 5 of the folder run. It is Friday, which really doesn't mean shit for me because I work weekends anyway. So, damn it. Screw all you Monday through Fridayers. Your damn weekends off. Bunch of slackers. Anyhow, so I got in the shop a little bit later than expected this morning. I had to run by the doctor and pick up a prescription and all that, and traffic and, you know, the spiel. So, I just got in like an hour and a half ago. Started laying out some blades. These are my 2 low layers that are going on those full dress knives, which the Mokutai should be here later today. Logistical issues, man. I'm telling you. Story of a knife maker's life is waiting on fucking materials all the time. But, I had other shit to do in the meantime, which was all this stuff. I did lose my template for the Rascals, which is this guy right here. This is a non-flipper variant of it. So I had to shit around this morning and make a new template for that. I did lay out a different, like a dagger style blade almost, for this one Rascal that's going to be available. Let's see if I can line this up here with one hand. Give you a general idea of what it's going to look like. Yep. Basically, it'll look like that, which is going to be pretty friggin' boss with all that lightning Damascus on it. So, I don't know. Who knows? I may offer this blade shape in the future on the Rascals in a non-flipper variant, obviously. But we'll see. As of right now, it's going to remain a one-off. So, yeah. Basically, from this point, I am going to go ahead and get the rest of my blades laid out and start running them through the process. The only ones, there are 3. These 2 full sizes and this mini flipper here, I'm waiting on that Nitro V to get here so I can lay those blades out. Damn it, I kind of wish it was here already, but it's not, and that blows. Again, waiting on materials, man. But that's alright. I can get working on these until that gets here. And plus, this afternoon, I'll be running those 2 Mokutai full dress knives over there through the whole process that we did here, just so I can get them pretty much caught up to where we are. And that's it. I'm going to get the hell out of here and get myself to work, and I will catch you guys probably at the saw, because I'm going to go ahead and get all the rest of these laid out and start drilling holes and whatnot. You guys have seen me drill enough damn holes. You know the process. And we will meet back up over here at the saw in a little while. Catch you in a bit. Everybody, all right, welcome back. So we got our blades are all cut out and profiled and ready to rock and roll. So basically, I'm gonna lay them out here. From this point here, I'm basically just going to clamp each one down and mill out the thumb holes. Each one of these is getting a thumb hole, so I got to get that set up. But, well, I only have those 4 that I can continue further on. Those ones over there, that stack right there, are all getting Nitro V, so I can't work on those. And those 2 are the full dress, which, yes, my Zirkutai and my Mokutai just got here for. So basically at this point, I'm going to just Take all these blades, stick them in their corresponding build bins. That was a tongue twister. And set that stuff aside for a while because I can't go any further until that Nitro V gets here anyway. So I'm going to set all the blade stuff aside and start working on these frames. Getting them laid out, cut out, roughed, drilled, tapped, countersunk, contoured, the whole nine. I don't know how far I'm going to get on them today, just because it's already like 1:30 now, so we shall see. I'm going to set this stuff aside for a while and get to filming on the rest of it, and we will check back in a little while. Welcome back, everybody. So I got these all laid out. Oh, good Lord, would you look at that? That is going to be absurd with some low layer. Oh, God, I got to get a hold of myself, man. Hell yeah, man. Anyway, I got to get it under control, man. Okay, so these are both laid out, ready to go. What I'm going to do first, I went through this with the day one video, but we're going to have to do it again, obviously, because there's no footage. Basically, how I do these once I get them laid out is I'll go ahead and I'll drill my pivot out and ream it only on the lock side, okay? So I'm going to separate them, drill my pivot on my lock side, then I'll take it over and profile it up to the finished profile, okay? On both lock sides. Once that's done and it's at the finished profile, I'll take both lock sides and I'll drill out the rest of my holes, okay? These ones here, the whole nine on both of them. At that point, when both of them have all the holes drilled and the lock sides are all reamed and finished profiled, what I'll do is take that finished profiled lock side, flip it over, and contact adhesive it directly to my show side following the trace lines, okay? It's very important that these line up, okay? Well, it's not super important because you're going to... Anyhow, I'll get to this. Once this is contact adhesive to that, I'm just going to run drills right through my holes, right through the ones that are already there, onto this one, and then everything lines up perfect. There's no way that it could be off because this scale is attached to this one, and it can't move. Now, I used to use 1/8" pins through these holes, through the screw holes, but the contact adhesive, it works just as good, if not better. And there's no dicking around with pins or anything like that. It stays good. It stays together. Even through the heat of profiling them up, it stays stuck together. And then when you want to get them apart, all you do is just tap them on something hard. I'll usually tap them on this. And boop, they separate right up. And you've got two perfectly matching scales. The holes are identically placed. The profiles are identical. Everything is perfect. Okay, so that's how I made up my show and lock scales. That's how I've always done it. And that's that. So basically, I'm going to run these through the process now. We'll pick up probably over at the saw. I don't know. I'm going to shoot a bunch of time lapse. I know there's a shitload of it already in this video, but screw it. We're going to do it anyway. All right, guys. Catch you in a little bit. back, everybody. So I just got done drilling these, getting them all cut, profiled, ready to rock, man. Hell yes. Those patterns are going to look freaking amazing. Holy shit. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I was talking about with the contact adhesive and how I use these to line them up real quick. Now I use this for this part of it, this particular step, Gorilla Glue, the gel kind, because it creates like a vacuum bond almost. I don't know how to explain that, but it works really freaking good for this part of it, and it holds up to the heat really well. So I'm going to set that one aside. I just real quick hit these on the surface plate over that way so that my bond, I take off any burrs or high spots real quick so that my bond really sticks to that. That's going to look so good, man. So now you probably can't see it very well, but I can see that outline up there. You can sort of see it in the light there. So I'm going to take that, take this side, see if we can get this gel going. Give it a couple shake-a-doos. I gotta do this over here where I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Basically, we're just gonna lay it on there, man. Bing. I'm gonna line myself up. I gotta do this over here because I can't look through the thing and do it. Bam. Press it down real good. Yeah. Give it a little He-Man-ness. Fat guy comes in handy for this. Yoink. So there we go. Now that is bonded right to my other piece along my outline. Like I could look down through those holes and I could see my trace mark just barely in there. Okay, and that's what I want. So now this is basically, essentially, sort of one piece. So when I drill through my holes, they're going to line up perfect and dead on, mated to this lock side, which is what you want. If your holes are off from each other in any way, you're going to have centering issues, and it's going to be a pain in the ass to fix, if it's even fixable at all. Sometimes you can get away with reaming the hole a little bit, but you don't want to do that. So basically, this is a good little trick for guys that are hand making them, man. Do it. So I'm going to let that one sit for a minute and bond up. Same deal with our other one. I've got my outline on there. Okay, so I'm going to set it over there. Same thing. This one was on the surface plate as well, so it's nice and flat. There's no burrs. Come on, baby. I'm running out of this glue. I'm going to have to go get more. There we go. Don't be cheap with it either. I mean, it's only super glue. You could freaking get more. You know what I mean? I make sure that I got a good amount on there so I know it's going and it's going to bond and it's going to stay. And I'm going to line this sucker up right there, and right about there looks to be right to me. Well, a little bit down. Right here. Oh, damn it. Put too much Fat Kid into it. There we go. Smush that down, and you'll get a little bit oozing out over the edges and whatnot, but that's alright. You're going to grind it all off anyway, so no worries, man. No worries. Look, I just want to adjust that. The sucker's on there already, man. So there we go. Another one set. Focus. There we go. It also helps to not super glue yourself to this thing. I've done that many, many times. So that's it. Now I'm going to take these over, basically let them sit for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. It's pretty much set up already, but I like to let them set up real good, so I know I'm not going to have any issues. Basically from here I'm just going to take it right over to the small mill, drill all my holes, ream my pivot, then over to the saw and pretty much repeat the process that I just did. Trim it all down, trim down all the excess, put it on the grinder, bring the profile right into this one. And that's it. It's done. I'll bust them apart. I'll countersink the show side. And we're good to go, man. That's 2 frames pretty much ready to rock to get the lock bar cut. And that's pretty much it. Then we could start doing all the blades. Hopefully by then my steel will be here. So I'm going to get this going, and I will catch you guys. Welcome back. Alright, now that I've oodled over these things for the past 10 minutes, I'm ready to speak about it. God damn, do they look awesome. I love this pattern, this dark tie it's called. It's kind of like a random boomerang, sort of. And this friggin' raindrop looks ridiculous. That's going to look so good when it's all finished out. Absolutely absurd. So, non-slacker me, bang them bad boys out, man. Yeah, so I'm good. I'm going to set these in their bins. Those are all now caught up with the rest of them. And the only thing we're really waiting on to continue is the Nitro V for those. At this point, I'm going to set it all down. I'm not going to be working this weekend. Normally I work the weekends, but I've got to get the fish tank out from upstairs. I've got a 75-gallon fish tank, and it's still here, and it needs to go to the new house, which is going to be a fucking adventure. That thing is a beast, man. A total beast. So I got to drain that probably either tomorrow or Sunday. Drain it and get the fish out and do the whole friggin' nine, you know. So I'll be doing that this weekend and doing some random shit over at the new house, just getting things still set up and kind of the way I want them. You know what I mean? It's a process when you move. So other than that, I'm out of here. I will try and shoot an update this weekend if that Nitro V comes in. And if not, I will catch everybody Monday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope everybody is enjoying these videos. If you want to share them around, do what you got to do. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there with me while I'm learning how to do all this. And that's it. I'm the hell out of here. Have a drink tonight, everyone, or whatever your vice may be. And I will catch you all on Monday. See ya.